I do have certain elements in my shin on my right shin that that does not let me run a lot, and that's the reason why I stopped playing singles. I used
Ah,
to
okay.
play singles before, and then I moved to doubles, and that's one of the reasons why I chose to move to doubles.
Hmm. Ah, interesting. Interesting. Are you enjoying the doubles now more than the singles?
Of course, of course. I so I my younger sister is a singles player, and we very often we have these discussions at home, arguments at home, saying which event is much better, singles or doubles. She says
Yeah.
that doubles is for the people who are lazy, and I call singles as a sport for people who want to run more, probably like a marathon.
Yeah, that's definitely true in terms of how far you're moving. But I do think that doubles has a really interesting dynamic to it. It's very fast paced. Reactions have to be very quick. You have to
I
play at a quicker level, a faster pace. So I think it's a very interesting dynamic for doubles.
Doubles is really fast. I mean,
Mhm.
it's it's about how you anticipate what is going to come, because nobody can expect the shuttle can nobody can be ready for a shuttle that's going to come within less than within
One
less than
second.
1 second.
Yeah.
Okay, so you have to anticipate and be ready for that.
Mhm.
uh, that's the reason why I believe that doubles is one of the best things that has happened to me, and
Yeah.
I'm glad I chose to move to the doubles.
Mhm. And that's really interesting because I think that's something that's not really focused on enough. Definitely not from what I've heard here in the UK at least. But that anticipation of shots, I don't think is really coached um, in a very focused way to players while they're developing. Um, we always hear about the split step and when they're going to hit the shot, split step and then move to where they hit it. But if you can anticipate where the shot's going, you can get there much quicker.
I think with the kind of training that I could have I have, and a lot of players at my stage have experienced. I believe a certain kind of Indonesian drills are made in such a way that you can anticipate the next shuttle that is going to come.
Hmm. Okay.
Certain kind of drills are made for that, and um, in the doubles it's much more and even more easier to anticipate. In the singles, probably there are a lot of variations that you can do. In the
Hmm.
doubles, I believe it is a little.
Ah, that's good. Well, it's good to know that that's something that's actively being coached, actively being sought after. 'Cause yeah, I think that's really one of the big differences at the top level is that anticipation of shots, the speed you can get there, and I guess the deception as well. I've seen a kind of when you look up and close to these badminton players at the top level, it's always every shot looks the same, and they're able to play so many variations from the same place. So I think that's probably one of the biggest differences that I personally see.
That's correct. That's correct. The speed at the international level. So having played the Super Series, I believe the speed
Hmm.
at the international level is very fast, very
Yeah.
fast.
Hmm.
And so it looks very easy from the outside, but from the inside every stroke has got a different punch, every stroke has got a different speed that it's coming at, and to
Hmm.
adjust to all of it in the stadiums where there is a lot of air conditioning and the drift is relatively more
Hmm.
compared to those on which you practice.
Hmm.
I believe that's the most difficult thing to do.
Okay.
I personally found it very difficult to play at the highest level tournaments. Reason being that I was not used to those big stadiums,
Right. Yeah.
and the drift there is very different. So you're not able to hit the shuttle the way that you hit in your training halls.
Hmm.
So for me, as a as an athlete who has just started playing the internationals, for me it's personally very difficult at this moment. But I'm sure with time it will be better.